Good morning, LKN. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Absolutely none. Making it happen as we go.
I know, and I'm on the other side of the table. So
You are. Wait, let me pull this.
on.
What am I supposed to pull? Oh, this is the one I'm supposed to pull down. Good morning, Mames.
Good morning.
Wow. Oh, wait. Let me show everybody to you. Wait, I think I know how to do this
Okay.
still. Wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy kind of day. Yeah, I'm sitting on the other side of the table, so it feels like I'm driving on the wrong side of the road today.
Wait, they can see you now. They can see you
They
now.
can. Hey, everybody.
Wow, let's make sure. An IG live. Wow, that was rough right there. I don't know. Does anyone see Bill the Buffer? Has anyone
Yeah.
seen him? I'm pretty sure he landed in. Oh wait, say hey, Mames.
Hey.
Oh, there you are. Hey,
I'm here.
there you go. Bill is traveling today. This is one of the travel days. I think he survived 1897 market. I did see he sent a picture.
Did. Yeah, I didn't see any rats there. I think
Nobody died from the rat infestation,
I
did
guess
they?
not. It was like low. What was the term they used? It was
Low
like,
probability.
No, it was like
Oh.
a slight rodent
That's right.
infestation.
It wasn't 100%. It was only slight, mild.
Slight, like the
Wow.
rats just dropped by, grabbed a Coke, and went on their way.
Are we going to be able to handle this for 2 days like
I
this
don't
where
know,
I'm
this is
sitting
crazy.
outside? WSICnews.com, IG Live, all the social platforms. Mamie is in a glass case of emotion right now,
I
having
am.
to deal with me. I'm just going to probably leave it on on the camera the whole time.
Okay,
Maybe.
maybe
I might just, maybe I'll do a little,
we'll switch.
Yeah, there's going to be bound to be mess ups. I can't wait till Joe Vagnone on Monday afternoon when he comes in and realizes that I'm running the board for him because it's usually a complete train wreck.
That's gonna be-
Absolute train wreck. I'm going to do my best for Senator Sawyer today.
Yeah,
I'm going to do my best for Dr. Eastman today. Monday, it's me and you again. So
I know.
we'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is just a test show right here.
This is
Hopefully
it.
Nobody's listening. Today.
Maybe it's better without me in there. That's really what
I
we
just
might be
feel
working
like,
on.
I feel like on this side I don't know what to do with my hands because I'm not used to sitting over here.
Has that been your tactic to just have your back to Bill so you can just literally just
Yeah.
do whatever you
I
want?
can do whatever I want.
not
I don't
really.
know when I'm on camera. Like here, I can see myself too, so that's a weird feeling.
I feel like the buttons are different now too on some of these
Did he
things that like
switch
Bill's
them
been
around?
playing with stuff and like I haven't been keeping up with it. So
Yeah.
all right, well we're gonna have a special guest today.
Yeah, we have Lynn Bowser, from Thrive Financial Partners. Great member of the chamber. I've seen her at a lot of chamber events, and she's a financial planner, but she really specializes in financial planning for women, especially like C-suite women who are trying to build their wealth. So, really interesting story that she has about how she got involved originally in financial planning too, because that's not really her background. So
And her office is in Huntersville, I think.
she's in Huntersville, yeah.
Because I made like the info on the slot for
Oh,
the
yeah,
stream. So I was like, oh yeah, let me see what she's
she's
about.
in Huntersville.
I think she's been on another show too.
Yeah, she's super active with the
Bill
chamber,
Russell's
so I
show,
think
I
she's
think?
been on Bill Russell's show. Yeah,
Cool. She seemed nice from what I remember.
she's very nice.
We're gonna
Very
find out how
very
nice she is though.
We both have daughters the same age with the same name.
Oh
what we-
really?
Yeah, that's what
Two
we-
Katie's.
Two Ks.
You didn't bring yours and she's not bringing hers?
No, she's not bringing hers. No, mine is sound asleep in the bed. All her classes were canceled for the day, so she is not moving today.
Well, that's not bad. Why were the
No.
classes canceled?
Not quite sure. Spring break starts Monday. I think everybody's ready. To
Already?
Yeah, she starts spring break Monday.
Is that college spring break?
College spring break. Yeah, all
Is
the
it
North Carolina
really?
colleges. Yeah, all like the state schools, because I know UNC Charlotte's is next week too. So most of them are out all next week.
I had no idea that it was already that early on that
Yeah, first
spring break.
first full week of March. Yeah,
It seems so early.
I know, but she's done May 5th, so it's halfway through the semester.
I always equated it with Easter. You know, like that's where like
Well,
spring
that's-
break is on the front of the back end of that.
That's for like
High
elementary school, high
Yeah,
school. Yeah, that's
local.
usually around Easter is when it is.
What do we call
but
that?
yeah.
Grades? Is that grade school? Can you batch that all together? Anything pre-college?
I guess you just call it. I don't know. Not grade school, because I think a grade school is like elementary school. Then you have middle and high school. So anyway, yeah, theirs.
Grade school is elementary school?
I would think so.
You don't even really get grades until middle school.
Yeah. You don't get grades in elementary school anymore?
We have the EOGs.
Oh. Yeah,
Do they have the
Uh,
EOGs anymore?
I think so.
They don't teach cursive anymore.
I'm so far removed. I'm telling you, every email I get about school right now, I just delete.
You don't have to worry about
I
it.
don't-
Katie's not here next year.
Like, she doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go to this school anymore.
So, like, I don't have to
Gosh.
look at it. I'm so far removed. And then she drives herself to school. I don't know who any of her teachers are. I don't know any of the parents at her school other than the ones that she grew up with. So I just feel so removed from all of the school things right now.
Do you feel removed from life right now being in that room?
Yeah,
by
I
yourself?
feel like I'm all by myself today. Still fighting this cold too, so it's gonna be a
Oh,
great
maybe it's
show.
better. I mean, inject Lysol into the room. Let's try some experimental.
I'm in quarantine over
So-
here by myself.
We're gonna have Jeff with iCats calling in soon. We'll see how that goes with the phones because I got to answer the phones too. Today.
I know. I guess I just have to talk to nobody.
So if you hear at some point me say, "Okay, ma'am, see you later," that means the phone is
I
ringing.
just start monologuing
And
over
then
here.
what's gonna be your go-to?
I
You
don't
think
know.
on your
I
bit?
don't know
Like,
I don't know.
did I even look? I added some things to our notes today. We have some news stories to actually talk about
We
as well.
do, yeah.
There are quite a few things going on in the world. Believe it or not, it's not just centered around right here in this room. We talked a lot about Heinz ketchup yesterday. Did anybody give in your house on Heinz ketchup and going more of Hunt's or off-brand? Or
No, we're completely out of ketchup. I realized when I got home too. We're completely out. I have not been to the store at all this week. I've been doing a lot of going to bed at 8 o'clock. So last night, yesterday, Katie came home from school at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I was like, "Are you hungry?" She was like, "Yeah, kind of." I was like, "All right, well, whatever you want to DoorDash, that's what's for supper tonight." So handed her my phone. She started rummaging through. I think we ended up with like Pizza Hut and Chick-fil-A too. I don't know how we ended up with both of them, but that was our dinner last night. And that's when I realized
You said Chick-fil-A and Pizza Hut?
Yeah, we ended up with
That's
both.
a strong combo right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Usually, I try to think of, okay, if I have to go to two spots, because Emmy knows sometimes, like, if I'll pick them up, I'm in an uber lazy mood, right? I'll say, okay, let's go Chick-fil-A. We're doing Chick-fil-A for dinner. Yeah, everybody get ready for
Yep.
Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
One of them, yay. The other one, I don't want Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
And I'm
who
like,
doesn't want Chick-fil-A?
Emmy's not really into it as much as Noah is. Even like when we do McDonald's, she's not really into the cheeseburger. She goes for the chicken nuggets, which makes it surprising she's not into
She's
Chick-fil-A.
not a Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that is a
She
surprise.
likes the cat nuggets, I guess, more than the actual chicken. It's just easier. Deep fried cat tastes a little bit better.
Yeah.
Depending on if you use hot mustard, it's really
She
good.
likes more of that processed chicken,
Yeah,
not actual chicken.
Yeah, I was wondering if the world was going to have ended this morning. You know, today's a big day in North Carolina.
Is it betting day?
Sports betting.
Sports betting.
So
is now
today's the
legal?
day you can now legally register on sports websites. And so 7 companies received operator licenses from North Carolina Lottery Commission. FanDuel, BetMGM, DraftKings, Fanatics Sportsbook, Bet365, ESPN Bet, Underdog Sports Wagering. You can start signing up for accounts today, and then betting begins actually on the 11th.
Oh, so you can't.
So you can't actually bet. Now you just
today?
have to make your user profile.
You can make your profile. So those.
Choose your avatar,
Gotcha.
do your verification, identity verification. You can load up. I think you can deposit funds in.
Okay.
You just can't subsequently disperse said funds.
I've been inundated with DraftKings ads over the last 2 weeks.
Oh, FanDuel's been the one
or
I've
is
seen.
it FanDuel?
Hey, North Carolina!
Who's Kevin Hart? Who is that? DraftKings.
That's DraftKings, yeah.
Everywhere. I mean,
I've seen the Gronk ones a lot.
nonstop. Oh, maybe I have seen the Gronk ones too. Yeah. This does not change my life in any kind of way. The most I've ever gambled is dollar scratchers.
Yeah, and I
gas
lose
station.
those, so I don't do.
I haven't won. So I used to get them. I think I've told you this before. Like if I'm having a really good day, I'll buy a scratcher because like I'm already having a good day.
Hold on, we got to go to break, baby.
Oh, sorry, break.
Sorry.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, I hope you didn't put the rain gear too far away. You'll need to break it back out again today. Starting our Friday drive, rain moving in by lunchtime, and it'll be with us for the rest of the day after that. Your Friday evening plans will be wet and a chilly rain, too. High temperatures stay stuck in the upper 40s to near 50. A shower can hang over into early Saturday morning, then we dry it out for most of the weekend as temperatures get back into the 60s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Have a great weekend. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Merlefest is back. April 25th through the 28th at Wilkes Community College. Featuring nearly 100 performers, including Old Crow Medicine Show, Sam Bush, Turnpike Troubadours, the Teskey Brothers, Nickel Creek, and more. Tickets and information at merlefest.org. Listen each morning to Good Morning LKN for your chance to win tickets. Downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. The festival is happening in downtown Mooresville. Attending is free, but there are ticket packages available for purchase. Irish dancers, pipe bands, food, and drinks. March 16th, downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. For more info, visit downtownmooresville.com. Coin collectors, get ready! The Statesville Coin and Currency Show is coming to the Statesville Civic Center March 16th and 17th, featuring over 60 tables of some of the finest coins around. For more info, contact Bill Brewer of Carolina Prospectors in Statesville. The Statesville Coin and Currency Show, Statesville Civic Center, March 16th and 17th. Want to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex? How about a Triceratops? Dinosaur World Live is coming to Kane Center for the Arts, Friday, March 29th. That's not the only fun family adventure coming to the Kane Center for the Arts. Dinosaur World Live, Friday, March 29th. For tickets and to see the entire spring lineup, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, OKN. 7:18, maybe something like that in that realm. Really, the thing we need here is to talk to Jeff. Hey, maybe there's a button on there. It says traffic.
Traffic bed.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that. Why not?
Okay.
Well, let's see what happens. Oh,
It did.
it worked. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County to the city of Charlotte. Jeff is on the phone with us. Jeff, how are the streets looking this morning?
Good morning. Traffic isn't too bad this morning from Statesville to Charlotte, north and southbound. Things are flowing pretty good. No accidents to report. Probably be a little bit of slowdown later on in the Huntersville area. It seems like it usually is in that area. But secondary roads in Statesville, Mooresville, haven't heard of any issues this morning. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for the weekend.
Who's not ready for the weekend,
I'm ready for
Jeff?
the weekend.
Yeah.
I expected to wake up this morning maybe and the world would be over. You know, today's the day you can start registering on these sports betting websites, Jeff.
Well, I don't go there as far as if there was only two people, I'd probably lose. So I just say it's better safe than sorry. So I don't bet, but.
No, that's exactly me too, Jeff. I would lose every single time. Even if I was given the actual answer of what it was, like what the future, even if I could look into the future, I'd probably still lose. And that's just the way it goes for me. So, all right, Jeff, we appreciate you. Glad to hear there's no accidents this morning, no major incidents. We'll check in with you at 8:15.
All right, you guys have a great morning.
You too, sir.
Traffic end.
You hit it.
There it is. That's it.
RideICats.com, alternative transportation by Mamie.
No, I'm not driving anybody anywhere.
You don't want to drive anybody around?
No, I still have to pay my toll bill, so we're not going very fast if you're riding with me.
Do you have one of the little passes? So
I
like
have the pass, and it has the auto draft, but if you go over the amount that you auto draft, then you have to pay them, and I just haven't paid them that part of it. So
Can't you do where it like it refills?
I think you can. It is impossible for me to get somebody on the phone, and I can't remember my password. And if I hit reset password, it sends it to an email that I don't even know where it is anymore. It's just a whole mess. So I'm just gonna have to pay the bill. I'm just gonna pay the bill. Just move forward.
From what I've heard, you have to, if you want to get something done with it, you have to go to like the I think it's I-77 Mobility Partners is the name of the entity that manages.
Yeah.
You have to go to their office, like 77, 485. It's
Yes.
actually 45 at Harris.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah,
You have to go there.
I think that's what I need to do. Go there, get it fixed, figure all this out. Who's got time for that?
I feel like I've missed out on the HOV lane component of 3+. Because that still does apply. If you have 3 in the
does.
car, then you can get it for free.
It does apply. Yeah, it is free now. I just don't have 2 friends that are going with me everywhere I go.
I don't have a little dongle.
Does
you
it
know?
count like with your kids in the car? I guess that
Yeah,
would
they're
count.
people
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Kids are people too.
They count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My blow up doll too.
How does it tell? It can
What
tell.
about my cat?
The
you know?
cameras can tell.
That's a fair question. They do have cameras and they can watch things. Now, is there someone like sitting in an office somewhere like, oh, got one? I
Yeah.
don't know. Or is
Probably
it
some
infrared?
AI technology.
Gotta love some AI technology.
Mhm.
My gosh.
Yeah, for sure.
So, well, I'm trying to think of the last time I drove in the toll lanes. Probably would have been. Oh wait, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I drove in the toll lane because every time I come up to exit 23, it's just backed up.
It is always.
It's
It's
just-
always backed up.
Well, do
Doesn't
you come from
matter.
Charlotte often? I mean,
Yeah, I've been driving
Well,
down
now
to
you
Charlotte.
do.
Yeah, I've been driving down to Charlotte every day last week. I was driving down to Charlotte and coming back up around 6 o'clock, right in the heart of rush hour. So
right in the thick of it.
mhm.
It's probably everybody leaving Macy's. What do you think about
Macy's. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you see anything about the
I
stores
did.
closing?
I said that.
Are you a big Macy's fan?
I'm not. I'm not a department store fan.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. I'm trying to think of like that or Kohl's or Belk. I don't ever shop at those stores. I think it was more of a thing like, I mean, it says that they're closing 150 stores over the next 3 years and 50. Oh, wow. 50 by the end of this year.
I didn't understand that math on the post. So it said 150 stores over the next 3 years. And then it says, and then 50 by the end.
So I guess 50 this year, and then the other 100 will happen over the next
Oh,
few years. Yeah.
okay. Now, see, I thought it was like 150 and then like another 50. Nope, it's 50. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, so the 50 are going to close this year. I can't remember the last time I went into a Macy's other than the Thanksgiving Day parade. Hopefully they still have that. I like that. I like that part of it. But I'm not a department store shopper. Now my mom, my dad, still Belk is it for them. Like that's where they get everything.
You think the one in New York will be like the last one standing?
Maybe just be like a historic landmark, like what's the big toy store? FAO Schwartz. Remember that one?
Yeah. They still sell the toys at Target now.
Yeah, they sell but the actual store, the big store, closed, and then they reopened it over closer to like the touristy part of New York City. But it's just there. I mean, it sells toys, obviously, but it's just there, kind of like a historic, used to be big New York thing.
3 years from now, how many big box stores are left? Are we down to Walmart and Target and Lowe's? Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, I think so. Amazon. Everything's just going to be delivered to you the next day.
There's really no reason to go.
No, there's really no reason to go.
Unless
And
you need
then-
it quicker than tomorrow, I guess.
I guess, yeah. But even like Amazon, have you noticed sometimes it'll be delivered like 3 a.m?
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
I usually select the whole, like, if you have the multiple options for free when you order now.
Yeah.
And so if I see on there, okay, next day, and I can do like 3 to 6 a.m. or 7 to noon or noon to 5, why would I not choose 3 to 6 a.m.?
Right. Well, I just wake up, it's there at my doorstep. Yeah.
I ordered it. That means I
It
need
just
it.
feels weird for me for a delivery person to be coming to my door at like 2 a.m. Like you shouldn't be lurking around my house that time
Is that
of
even
night.
legal?
I don't know. It just feels weird. It feels weird. So I don't select that. I don't select the come in the middle of the night like Santa Claus and drop it off on my porch.
Do you have the like notes on there for them just to like leave and drop the package and go, or do they
Yeah.
ring the doorbell?
No, don't ring the doorbell.
Oh,
no.
you don't want to ring the doorbell.
No, it's just like, yeah. I'll come and go plenty of times from my house a day. I'll see it eventually. Somebody will see it that it's there on the doorstep.
Do you have a covered porch so like if it rains?
I have a covered porch. What
That's so
really
awesome.
gets me is when you order something from Amazon, you're waiting on it, and they put it in the mailbox. I check my mail about once a week. It's just at the end of the street. It's not like it's super far away. I don't have to go far. I just have to stop and turn around and go to the end of the driveway to pick up the mail.
Oh, you know what's super funny right now?
What's that?
There's a button on there. Will you hit it real quick? It says WOD. Will you hit that one? On the
Yeah.
little deck.
Oh, we have one.
We do.
We do. I didn't think we were going to have one today.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day. Yes, there is a word of the day, Mames.
Oh, I
Bill
didn't know
made
we had
one,
one.
and this time I get to ask you the word of the
Oh,
day.
goodness.
Here's the real problem, though. I have no sentence. So I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Okay.
But the word is engender. Engender.
Engender.
And I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Engender.
Oh, okay.
Spell it for me.
ENGENDER. 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 You can in multiple dialects.
Yeah,
Multiple
engender.
dialects. It's a verb, so that means it's
Action word.
what you do.
Yeah, you can conjugate it.
You certainly can. Gonna look for a sentence real quick on this one. Let's hope. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Cambridge Dictionary. Her latest book has engendered a lot of controversy.
Caused.
No. Oh,
Created.
you're close.
Created.
Let me use a Bill term. You're flirting with
Flirting with it.
You're flirting with it right now. Let me give you another sentence.
Okay,
Let's
I'll
see how
take
this
it.
other one does. The vice president's speech did not engender confidence in his judgment.
Create. I don't know.
You. I like the word you're using, but purely based on the standard of Cambridge Dictionary, you're wrong.
Not there yet.
Would you like me to give it to
Yeah,
you?
can you give it to me?
Okay. To make people have a particular feeling or make a situation start to exist. So another term that we could say is inception.
Okay.
Also acceptable today just because it can be.
It can be.
Crusty.
You can make it whatever you want it to be.
We can
today.
make that the acceptable term of the day right there.
Okay.
So
That's the definition. Crusty.
engender. So thank you, Bill, for
Thanks, Bill.
for putting that word of the day together. I'm gonna have to remember to do that action for Monday. Because
Okay.
again, Bill's not here on Monday, and part of my responsibility now in this chair is to make sure word of the day gets done.
Did he leave you one for Monday too?
He'll probably text one now that he's
Oh,
heard that.
now that he's heard.
If he's heard, I don't know. He's hopping on a plane, so he's traveling to Utah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been to Utah?
I've not been to Utah.
Never been.
No, I would like to go to Salt Lake City.
Is Utah flat?
No.
They got mountains, right?
Yeah, lots of mountains. Yeah, big ski.
Oh, I
place.
thought it was
Yeah.
flat.
Mm-mm. Well, maybe parts of it are. I don't know. It's a big state. I don't know what the whole state looks like.
Do you think it's more flat or more
More mountainous? I'm gonna guess more mountainous.
This is
my
where
guess.
having a topography expert on the show would be
Or someone
really
who's
good.
been somewhere other than
Exit
Lake
31. We've traveled the distance. I've been to Langtree before.
I've been everywhere.
I've been to the west side of the
Look,
lake.
I went to
okay?
Troutman once, and that's I needed a passport to get home.
They didn't let you out? Or is that the other place not letting you back in?
They didn't let me back in here.
Oof.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, that's a little too far out of your range, Mamie.
Is
What
it?
you doing? Where are you going?"
It's not as far as what's the farthest you've traveled then? Because I know we joke about you around the lake.
No,
not
I
around
really
the lake.
do. I really do like to travel. I like to go see new places around the world. Okay,
Because you're going Europe.
I'm going to Europe in May. I've been to
Specifically, is France part of Europe?
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, it's on the continent.
I
of
thought
Europe.
it was his own thing.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
on the
Europe's a
continent of Europe.
continent.
Yeah.
I always yeah.
I've
cares?
been to Russia. I think might be the farthest I've ever been.
You're a Russian? You been to Russia?
Been to Russia.
You're a plant? I didn't know that. You
I've-
never told me that you were a Russian plant
I
here.
think that's the farthest because I don't think that Brazil is farther away than Russia. I think Russia's farther.
Isn't
to Brazil,
Brazil at
too.
the very bottom of South America or no?
Well, it scans the whole side of South America. It goes from the very top to the very almost to the bottom.
man, I need to look at a map someday.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. we
pretty
should do-
far off.
Maybe we
on
should
this.
do like geography of the day instead of word of the day.
Guess that country.
We need some more help with that. But
Based on the
yeah.
name, what do you think the national bird is?
So, and I was 15 when I was in Russia too. So it was a long time ago.
Were you part of the Soviet Union?
No, my dad did trips with the church. And,
Oh.
yeah, went to Hungary, Romania, and Russia.
Those are cool places.
It was
Are they
very cold.
nice? I
Hungary
mean, I'm
was-
not saying look, I'm not getting into the whole but from what you remember of it.
No, Hungary was beautiful, beautiful.
Is it
Look,
forest?
well,
rainforest?
we were in the city. We were in
Budapest?
Budapest, yeah, Budapest. And then Romania, we were in the countryside, like in the Alps mountains.
Oh, the
area.
Alps are nice, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
Not
Very
been there.
cold. And then in Russia, we just crossed the border one day just so that we could say we went there. We didn't see very much of it. It was right on the border of where we were in Romania, I think, or Hungary. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
You were 13?
I was 15.
What's your oldest memory you've got? Like, do you remember yourself as like a 3-year-old baby?
No, I have a really terrible memory. My sister remembers everything. My youngest sister, Sarah, remembers everything. And I just call her the keeper of the memories.
Oh, yeah, you've told me that.
Yeah, so she gets to remember all the stories from when we were younger.
She chooses what is true and what's not in the timeline?
And she'll tell me something. I was like, I'm sure I was there. I'm sure that happened. I don't remember anything about it. But thank you for telling me that story, so it'll spark that.
You got to
that
have
memory.
somebody.
Yeah, so she's the keeper of our stories for us.
You know what's pretty cool? I think Bill left. He left this open for me, too?
Thank you, Bill.
So maybe I'm trying to look
Is
for
that the only one he left open?
No. There's a whole lot of them on here. I just didn't. What's this one do? Oh, that one's pretty good too.
I haven't heard that one before. Is
So
that a new one?
I'm just exploring these kind of things. Maybe I'll start touching things
pushing
and
buttons
just start.
in there?
You know, we'll just
Great.
throw in and we'll see how Lynn reacts to this by when she comes in.
Yeah, I think she's here now.
She's got to wait though, because wait, do you want me to go get the door and you take care of this? I can do that right now if you need me to. That's fine. So, okay. Oh, we're on break. We missed the hard break there. Yeah. All right, love it. We'll be back.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is North Carolina Senator Vicki Sawyer. Join me on Fridays at 11 a.m. for our show, We're Just Saying. We'll discuss state and local politics and, as always, take your calls here on News Talk WSIC.
Hey everyone, it's Matt Madison with Doug Madison Realty. You know, everyone I talk to is concerned about a housing crash. Well, here's the metric that you need to look at that's different from 2008. 2008, housing supply was at 10.3 months. Now, today, it's a little over 3 months. So as you can see, we still have a shortage of homes on the market, which means that prices will continue to appreciate in the foreseeable future. If you've got questions, give us a call at Doug Madison Realty, 704-873-7700.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The president of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York says he still believes central bankers will be able to cut interest rates sometime this year. At a Citizens Budget Commission event, John Williams said that while inflation has retreated, officials still want to see price pressures back down to 2% on a sustained basis. With Chinese EV makers cutting prices, Tesla has now rolled out some new incentives to boost sales in the country. The company lowered some vehicle prices back in January and more recently started offering an insurance subsidy to customers, which is worth a little over $1,000. Sales of EVs and plug-in hybrids declined in China by 30% in January. The Wall Street Journal reports that despite layoffs in the tech industry, some of the biggest companies in that sector have actually increased the size of their workforce substantially since the start of the pandemic. Alphabet, Netflix, and Microsoft all employ 50% more people now than they did pre-pandemic. I'm Dan Schwartzman, Bloomberg Radio.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. So Bill's gone. It's just me now because Mamie walked out the door. I think she's done. I think she's pretty much said she's not interested in this anymore. It's gone too far downhill. And so now I'm just literally sitting here with you while I'm at the board. Oh, here she comes. Shh, let's see what happens. Hold on. Mamie's coming in the door. I think she's got Lynn with her. Here we go. Mamie's back. Hey, Mames. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Lynn, how are you? Good. Come on in. Have a seat. Mamie will take care of you in there. It's one of those kind of days. So Lynn Bowser is here. She's coming and she's sitting down. Mamie's going to get her all situated. And so I'll just chit-chat with you for a minute while Mamie does her thing with Lynn. And, oh, wait, no, I can go and turn these on.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we're on the radio.
Yeah, welcome. All right, I'm gonna play with this. Hey, Lynn, nice to meet you, by the way.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yep. Put your headphones on. Thanks for coming in today, Lynn. I'm sorry, we just threw you right on the radio as soon as you got here.
Totally fine.
So we got Lynn Bowser here from Thrive Financial Partners.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today.
And I'm going to adjust the cameras and all this while you guys keep talking. Lynn, how's your morning going so far?
Well, it's great now that I'm here. I'm just here doing the thing.
Welcome, doing the thing. Were you on Bill Russell's show? Is that right? Were you on Bill Russell's show previously? I felt like you were.
No.
Oh, you haven't. Have you ever been on the radio before?
I have not.
You've never been on the radio? This is your first time?
Your first time. Welcome.
Say hey to everybody. You're on the radio right now. So there you go. Tell us about your business, Lynn.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Thrive Financial Partners and what you guys do.
Yeah, so we are actually coming up on our 1-year anniversary of being open and in existence, which is really exciting.
So exciting.
Yeah, so we are a financial planning firm here just down the street in Kenton Circle, and we focus on helping small businesses and clients with financial planning.
Are you guys right next to Brewster's, like that Kenton Circle?
Yeah, we're back there in those 3 buildings,
Oh.
kind of like the financial hub. There's a lot of us over there.
Do you guys ever do any like group exercise to go to Brewster's and like get ice cream together or anything like that? Is that like a... Oh, she's got a headphone. Oh, she can't hear me.
Oh, yeah,
You literally couldn't hear me that whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
that was impressive
professional,
that
yeah.
you were continuing that conversation without having any volume in your headphones whatsoever. Do you guys ever go to Brewster's as like a team and just like eat a bunch of ice cream together? Or
I did get ice cream sandwiches last summer for us.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a
yeah,
good
Crafty Burger over there too. And what's the new place that's over there that used to be Galileo Liquor?
Ed's.
Ed's Tavern. That's a good one too.
Yeah, so I'm like, that can be our spot, right? Kind of
yeah.
like go after work and grab a drink.
Lynn, how did you get into the financial game? Like, have you always been a math whiz, or like how has
no.
it been for you?
No, now, yeah, one of the things I love about Lynn is the story of how you became a financial planner. So do you mind just taking us on that journey with you?
Yeah, so I actually was a concert pianist, and so that's what I did. I loved music. In high school, I went half day to college and half day to high school. I was kind of good at that. I call it a stupid human trick because it's not really applicable when you're adulting as much as you'd want it to be. But then I taught piano, stayed home, had my kids, went back to school in my late 20s, and just literally fell into financial planning in some kind of weird, crazy plot twist of meeting with our financial advisor, who I'm from Syracuse, New York. And so we were up there and my husband was like, I'm going to be late. I'm going to meet with our advisor. And I was like, who's our advisor? He's like, you know, Tim. I was like, nah, I don't think I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I had interviewed and I was getting all these job offers and I was starting to panic about not being around for our kids and 9 to 5. And like, it was really stressful. And so I was like, okay, let's go talk to Tim. I'll see what he thinks I can do. And so by the end of that conversation, Tim was like, you should do what I do. And I was like, oh gosh, no, I am not going to sell life insurance. That's a terrible idea. Like, who would want to do that? And so, but it took me kind of down a rabbit hole of, you know, what does it mean to be a financial advisor? I discovered there is not a lot of women in the field. There weren't any women in the office up in Syracuse. And I was like, well, that seems weird, right? And by 2030, 70% of the world's wealth is going to be like owned by women.
Mm-hmm.
And at this rate, it's 85% is still going to be managed by men. So it's kind of like this weird, awesome opportunity. And so I ended up going into financial advising with Northwestern Mutual up in Syracuse. And in 2018, I was recruited down here to open an office for that firm. Which we did, and that's up in the lake too. And then last year we just kind of were like, you know, a decade in and, you know, where are we going? What do we want to do? And how do we want to serve our clients? And so we ultimately, myself and some of my team, decided to branch off and open Thrive Financial Partners.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Do you guys serve just like local people, or do you serve people all over the country? How do you guys like to operate your business?
Yeah, so we actually we can serve all over the country. We have clients all over the country, but we are really, really focused at Thrive serving, you know, we would love about 70 to 75% of our clients to be local here in the Lake area or Charlotte.
What's like a financial product that's got you excited right now? And this is not financial advice, anybody. This is not financial advice. Don't buy it. Or do you buy it? But what's like the hot product right now that because annuities, is that still a thing? Are annuities still a thing out there?
Annuities are still a thing.
Because that's like how all the major lotteries pay out, right? It's like a 30-year annuity, I think, or something like that.
You can choose lump sums, I think. I don't know. I've never won the lotto.
You didn't load up your MGM sports bet
already this
profile
morning?
this morning? Jeez.
Actually, what we are most excited about in our firm is that we do fee for advice. And fee for advice is like just a different way to approach financial planning, and it's a flat fee. So when clients come and work with us, they can choose to You work with us on a flat fee that's not tied to assets, that's not tied to product, anything. It's more like consulting, right? So, and that is one of the main things that we're most excited about that we're offering. That's a little bit unique. Other people do offer it, but it's still predominantly in the world of, assets under management, getting a fee on that, a percentage on that, or through a commission through a product sale. So we do offer solution-based planning, but our fee for advice is really, really awesome because it doesn't disrupt your world. You don't have to replace relationships. We can look over your whole financial plan and just give you that consultative advice.
Are you a series? I'm making this up, right? Like, because I have a friend who has a Series 7. Is that a thing, or what series are you, Lynn?
I'm a lot of series.
Is that is that the right way to even ask that question?
I don't know. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
It's like
Those
a
are the
license, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So myself and our firm, we're all Series 7, 66, 65. We have all of the different fiduciary series that you get through FINRA. That you can it's basically gives you permission to sell different things. The Series 7, 66, or 65 is that fiduciary responsibility, which you want to make sure if you're working with an advisor, they're a fiduciary, which means they have to act in your best interest.
See, maybe that means that Lynn, she's got to have a license to sell. She's actually trained. When I take, when you and I go out and I just start gunslinging everything out there, it's a little different in her world, I would imagine.
I got it now. One of the things that I love about you, and I think when we first met, we had this conversation where you were talking about most of the wealth is going to be held by women, but it's managed by men. And one of the things I feel like is one of your missions is just to educate women in the financial space. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that is a huge, I want people to come to the table, right? And I think the reason people don't come to the table, especially women, is because they have this fear, this shame, this self-doubt, these stories that they tell themselves. And, I will say, you guys said, oh, you're a math wizard. No, financial planning is there's software that does the mathing for us, right? And the projections and all of that stuff. When you're looking at finance, it's really about just understanding where you're going and what your options are and educating. And so we actually have a consulting arm called L&P Consulting, and we are doing those educational things. We're doing a free boot camp for people on budgeting. We are going to do a series of those types of things to get people to come to the table just to be educated and empowered so that they know what their options are. And when they go speak to a professional, they know some of the terms and the phrases and the things, so they don't feel like they're getting sold or taken advantage of or stupid or silly. And I do want to say, a lot of times when I've had these conversations with women in boardrooms and they're running these huge companies, and I'm like, do you have a financial advisor? And they're like, no. And I'm like, why? It's that shame. They're like, well, I work really hard and I don't want someone to tell me I can't buy those shoes or I can't go on vacation. I don't want to feel like I can't enjoy my money. And that's never the point or purpose of financial planning. So it really is to help you spend your money in the ways that you want to.
All right, Lynn Bowser of Thrive Financial Partners hanging out with us in the studio. Lynn, can you hang out for another segment? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, so
cool.
We're gonna take a break. I'm actually gonna
doing it right.
We're gonna do it right this time. Bill's. It's normally not this disheveled, Lynn. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, well, it is, but it's not. It at least has a bow on it most of the time with Bill on this side. But Bill, our producer, is traveling to Utah today. You ever been to Utah?
No, I've never been to Utah. It looks pretty though.
Yeah.
Is it flat or is it mountainous?
Both.
Good answer.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I hope you didn't put the rain gear too far away. You'll need to break it back out again today. Starting our Friday drive, but rain moving in by lunchtime, and it'll be with us for the rest of the day after that. Your Friday evening plans will be wet and a chilly rain, too. High temperatures stay stuck in the upper 40s to near 50. A shower can hang over into early Saturday morning, then we dry it out for most of the weekend as temperatures get back into the 60s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Have a great weekend. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. MuralFest is back. April 25th through the 28th at Wilkes Community College. Featuring nearly 100 performers, including Old Crow Medicine Show, Sam Bush, Turnpike Troubadours, the Teskey Brothers, Nickel Creek, and more. Tickets and information at merlefest.org. Listen each morning to Good Morning LKN for your chance to win tickets. Downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. The festival is happening in downtown Mooresville. Attending is free, but there are ticket packages available for purchase. Irish dancers, pipe bands, food, and drinks. March 16th, downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. For more info, visit downtownmooresville.com. Coin collectors, get ready! The Statesville Coin and Currency Show is coming to the Statesville Civic Center March 16th and 17th, featuring over 60 tables of some of the finest coins around. For more info, contact Bill Brewer of Carolina Prospectors in Statesville. The Statesville Coin and Currency Show, Statesville Civic Center, March 16th and 17th. Want to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex? How about a Triceratops? Dinosaur World Live is coming to Kane Center for the Arts, Friday, March 29th. That's not the only fun family adventure coming to the Kane Center for the Arts. Dinosaur World Live, Friday, March 29th. For tickets and to see the entire spring lineup, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay, and 7:48 on this FriYAY, and an exciting one. We've got Lynn Bowser of Thrive Financial hanging out kind of with me, not really with me, with Mamie inside of the studio. I am in Bill's seat. Bill is in Utah. Lynn, Mamie, and myself have never been to Utah. Wait, have you been to Utah, Mames?
No, I've never been to Utah.
You've never been to Utah. Okay,
No.
so we've never been to Utah. Bill's the first of the bunch to go. Don't know what that has to do with your financial portfolio and wealth management, but it certainly seems relevant to me right now. And so just grateful for you to be here, Lynn. And Mamie, have fun.
Okay, thanks. So you were talking earlier about the boot camp that you guys are going to do. I know you guys do a lot of events. Do you have any coming up?
Yeah, so actually next Friday is one of my favorite days of the year. It's International Women's Day. And so we love to celebrate the women in our world, in everyone's world. And so we're actually just having a complimentary happy hour with, that's all it is. It's food and drink, and it's over at our office. And I can give you the information if anyone wants to.
Yeah, can they find it on your socials?
Yep.
On your
Yep, I've posted it on my LinkedIn. I don't think it's on our website, but we have it up on the LinkedIn, and we can share it.
And your LinkedIn is Thrive Financial Partners?
Nope, it's Lynn Bowser.
Oh, Lynn
Yep.
Bowser. All right, so find her on
Yep.
LinkedIn, Lynn Bowser.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So if you're going in with a client for the very first time, what's it look like for somebody whenever you first meet them?
Yeah, so we really just want to have a complimentary conversation and get to know that person because, not only it's kind of like a mutual interview, right? When you are talking to a financial advisor, you want to make sure they're going to be someone that you really want to kind of spill your guts to, right? Like we have to get down into the good stuff and all of we call it the vision to thrive,
Mhm.
right? So we're really talking to clients in that first meeting about what's important to them. It's not as important to know all the numbers and the facts in that meeting. It really is, where are you currently? Where do you want to go? Where's the gap? And how can we come in and partner with you to really educate, support, and like encourage you to get where you need to go? So that first conversation should be really low pressure,
Mhm.
right, for everyone. It's just a conversation. After that, with us, you come back and we will send you some homework and look at some of the numbers and the math behind things. And we'll get to come back and kind of give you an analysis of where you are currently, and where we think you could go if we were to partner together. And it's at that point that we really have that conversation about what does it look like to work together are we a good fit for you? Are you a good fit for us? I always say, we're not going to be for everyone. We're very, very personable. I love having relationships with my clients. We're social media. We follow you. We're going to send you puppy boxes and graduation gifts for your kids and celebrating with you along the way. So we're not like dudes in suits.
Yeah, it's going to be a very personal relationship, right? You're not just going to be a number and just get an email every once in a while. You really want to get to know. So it's more of a boutique kind of experience for the people that you guys partner with.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
I had a question.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm out here. I apologize. I'm out here messing things up. My name's not Lynn Bowser, by the way, but that's okay. Lynn, when is like a good time for someone to like really start considering investing like anything at all? Because even for, let's say, like in-town workers here who literally work part-time and hourly or whatever, like at what point is it a good time to say, hey, I'm going to start investing now?
So in the investment space, the sooner the better, right? Like if you are 16, go to your bank and save some money, right? Like the sooner you can save, the better it's going to be because of compound interest. It's just going to be your best friend. So if you can set it and forget it, in your 20s, you can save, it's not an exact number, but somewhere around $300 a month, and you will have good money by the time you're 65. By the time you get to your 50s, it's thousands and thousands of dollars a month to have that same impact as a couple $100 will have in your 20s. So really, time is your best friend in all things saving.
So how do you connect with, is it Gen Zers? Like Katie. Katie's a Gen Zer?
Like your kids, yeah.
Yeah, how do you connect with them about like the importance of investing? Like what's the conversation like in your house?
So for us, we just, from the get-go, we have an app and the kids kind of get their money through that, and we make sure that they are saving 20%. So, that's generally the rule of thumb, is that 20%, if we can save that always, then you can spend the other part of your money. So for us, it's just every dollar they bring in, or even if it's birthdays or whatever, we are setting aside 20% for the future, and then we set 10% aside for, charity.
That sounds good. That's a good principle.
That's great. And I think what people don't always understand is you don't need to have thousands and thousands of dollars to get started, right? You said just $300 a month. For me, and this was before I met you, but when I was first single, right, I was a stay-at-home mom, and then I'm working a job and single, and I have no retirement because it was tied up with my ex's retirement. And so I went and found a financial advisor first thing, and I was like, I don't have any money. I don't have anything for retirement. I don't have anything for college. So they were able to set me up with a plan. So I didn't need all of this money to get started. And I think that's might be a misconception too.
It's a huge misconception. I think that's the biggest thing. People are like, oh, I don't have a wealth, right? Like I don't need a wealth manager. I don't need and it really, like, everyone could stand to have a conversation with someone. And I found in our profession, people are great. Like advisors are great. They want to help you. They want to partner with you. There are certainly some advisors who have minimums and all of that stuff, but everyone will have a conversation, and having that conversation, you'll be better because you'll learn something, right? Even if it's just like, hey, this person told me how I should be saving, and then I'm going to come back and work with them in a year, so.
Any other misconceptions that you find, especially with women that you work with?
I think that's probably the biggest one, is that, I don't have enough money to work with an advisor. I think on the flip side, people always assume all of their friends and all of their family are all set. Like, so we as a society assume that everyone else is working with an advisor, and like only 30% of people have ever really sat down and actually had a conversation with a financial advisor, like a personal financial advisor, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, everyone else isn't better at this than you. Like, if I had to say, like, to people. And it's a very much just, it can be fun. Like I always say, we are going to make your financial planning process simple, right? We're going to, all of my clients, fingers crossed, if you ask them what they're doing and why they're doing it, they're going to be able to tell you, right? And so it's not going to be these high level, crazy financial words and, fancy things. Like I draw pictures in color. Like,
oh, that's super helpful.
And, and we're going to laugh. We're going to have good conversation, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's great. So let's talk about retirement planning, because I think that's a big one that is scary for some people, especially in your 20s, 30s. It's something that you're not thinking about way far out. So what kind of advice do you have for people thinking about, like, when they're not even thinking about retirement, right? So you're just living life, having a good time. You're not thinking about it. So what kind of advice, or how would you even get started if you're not doing anything?
Yeah, so I think, it's kind of that pie in the sky, like, oh my gosh, it's so far away, but it sneaks up on people, right? So I'm in my early 40s, and, I think right now people around my age are like, oh crap, like, but also on the flip side, we still have more working years ahead of us than behind us, which, let that sink in for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But when you're thinking about retirement, again, compound interest is your best friend. So like if you're at work, and they match your retirement contribution, make sure you're at least getting that match inside your 401k, and let that do some hard work for you. You're not going to know what retirement's going to look like, but you do know that you're going to need money when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
So start saving as soon as you possibly can.
Yeah, for sure. What other services do you guys offer? And is it just you that's working there, or do you have other financial planners working with you?
Yeah, so we have a team. There are on my team, I have Paige and Max, who are part of like my wealth management practice, and Emily Barnwell. And then we also have Adrian and Drew Webster, who are advisors that kind of run their own under the Thrive umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still small, but there are a few of us, and we have different areas of expertise. So sorry.
You're fine. You did great.
It. I said, what other kind of services do you guys offer? Yeah.
I was like, wait.
So for like a micro and macro perspective, Lynn, I'm always curious because like I don't day trade. I don't do any of that because I would break the whole thing, right? Like I'm not that guy. But from your perspective, are you finding more clients these days because of maybe like whether it's falsely created or just the way the cycle of a market works, of the panic, if you would? Or do you find more people are reaching out to you wanting to, like, we need to make adjustments to everything right now because everything's falling apart? Like where do you see that at, like in comparing the micro and macro of the financial cycle?
Yeah, so we're not day traders either, right? So we're more comprehensive. So we're looking at people's portfolios as how are we getting to retirement? How are we getting our kids to college? How's our 401k and our outside investments all correlating together, right? Like we can, buy a stock or a bond, and we do inside some portfolios, but that's not really the focus of what we do. We're not sitting there like watching the markets all day.
So you're more of a holistic, like if someone had, let's say, real estate in their portfolio and they were getting some retirement from that, or they have some stocks that pay out dividends, you're looking at the whole picture of the person rather than an individual approach.
Yep, absolutely. So, and we can do just, we call them simple solutions. Like if someone wants like a portfolio managed or, needs something like that, we can do it. But how we work best with clients is that holistic approach.
Were you part of the whole GameStop thing where the GameStop stock that took over? Did you start that, Lynn? Did you really start that? You can tell the truth here. You can tell the truth.
Nope.
Oh. Do you have a favorite stock? Not financial advice?
No, actually. So I am very much like, well, I can't actually say anything like that.
There we go. Okay.
There you go. She's a real,
I like that. She
real
put the
pro.
guard up.
She's
Put
a
the
real
guard
pro.
up.
I
There you
like
go.
it, Lynn.
Lynn Bowser, Thrive Financial Partners, located in Huntersville. Lynn, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for putting up with this.
With
You're gonna love when you go watch the playback as far as all this. So coming back. Good morning, fam.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
The border in Eagle Pass, Texas, telling Fox's Sean Hannity.
This is now a war zone, and they view it as a war zone, and Mexico's doing nothing to help us.
At the same time, President Biden was at the border in Brownsville, Texas.
Here's what I would say to Mr. Trump. Instead of playing politics with this issue, instead of telling members of Congress to block this legislation, join me.
He blames Republicans in Congress for not allowing a bill he says would rein in record illegal immigration. Last night at the Capitol,
the yeas are 77, the nays are 13, and the bill is passed.
The Senate joins the House approving short-term funding to avert a partial government shutdown this weekend, giving them more time to approve spending for the rest of the fiscal year. As the biggest wildfire in Texas history keeps burning nearly uncontained, worry about wind.
Friday and into the weekend, you're going to start seeing some adverse weather conditions come back to us.
Emergency Management Chief Nim Kidd, that fire and others have scorched more than 1 million acres around the Texas Panhandle. 2 people have been killed. Dozens of homes burnt down. America's listening to Fox News.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-919-3200. That's 800-919-3200. 800-919-3200. Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Well, this was a big story last April when classified U.S. information started showing up in chat rooms online. Sensitive American intelligence, some of it related to Russia's war in Ukraine. An Air National Guardsman from Massachusetts was arrested as the accused leaker. Now it appears he's going to plead guilty.
Jack Teixeira's guilty plea was indicated by court documents that have now been filed. He had been indicted on 6 counts of willfully retaining and transmitting national defense information. He pleaded not guilty, but prosecutors have called for a change of plea hearing for early next week. Teixeira was arrested last April after the document releases over social media platform Discord led investigators to him using billing records. He has been detained ever since. Authorities have not revealed what they think was Teixeira's motive for the release. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
At a hearing today in Florida, the federal judge overseeing the Trump classified document criminal case could set a new trial date, perhaps this summer. 2 people shot dead in Missouri. One of them, a police officer.
A long line of police motorcycles escorting the coroner's van carrying the body of Independence, Missouri police officer Cody Allen to the morgue. He'd been shot and fatally wounded while he and another officer tried to rescue a court process server who'd been shot trying to serve an eviction notice. Independence Police Chief Adam Dustman says Officer Allen had a calling.
You don't raise your hand and go towards danger when others typically run away without something that is ingrained in your spirit and who you are as a person. And he was that person.
A second officer was critically injured. Process server Drexel Mack also died. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures mixed before a new month of trading. The Nasdaq closed February at a record high after a 6% gain last month. The Dow rose 2%. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, I hope you didn't put the rain gear too far away. You'll need to break it back out again today. Starting our Friday drive, rain moving in by lunchtime, and it'll be with us for the rest of the day after that. Your Friday evening plans will be wet and a chilly rain, too. High temperatures stay stuck in the upper 40s to near 50. A shower can hang over into early Saturday morning, then we dry it out for most of the weekend as temperatures get back into the 60s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Have a great weekend. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay. And I'm looking for stuff over here. My gosh, there it is. There's Mamie. Hey, Mames, how you doing? Oh wait, you're not even
on.
There we go.
Hello.
All right. Welcome back.
Hello. We were just sitting here chatting.
Good. I literally just sat in the chair like as if I was gonna sit there like and just talk to you for the
Just
next.
hanging out today.
Show's over. Time for
Nobody's-
meetings. That's it.
Nobody's listening.
8:06. That's what time it is right now. And did we talk about food yet this morning? I don't even know.
I don't even think we've.
How
touched
is that
on food.
possible?
We're all mixed up this morning.
All right, so we have an event we're going to together tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
It is the and I need to change. Lynn's no longer here too. Thanks to Lynn Bowser for coming too. By the way,
thanks,
Thrive
Lynn.
Financial Partners. So it was a great conversation about just making smart choices, right?
know.
Isn't that really what it's about? Is just making smart choices.
Yes.
Smart choices for tomorrow night. I don't know. We have an event we're going to together. It is a plated dinner gala for a nonprofit. It's for the Hope House, Women and Children Transitional Homeless Shelter. I invited you. I forced you to come.
Thank you.
I said you have to. You got to bring Rob.
Yes, he's coming.
Demi will be there as well. We'll have a whole table. We'll have a whole table of people. I need some help, I think, on the etiquette.
Okay.
Because it feels like I'm not. It's not like me, but like it's a WSIC table, and so like the WSIC is hosting. Am I allowed to finish first, like on the food, like in my plate, like, or do I need to wait for others before?
Now, are you saying do you need to wait for others until they all get their food at the table before you start eating, or do you just need to eat slower?
I'd go. Both of those questions actually become relevant now.
I would say wait till everybody has their food to start eating. Don't worry about eating too.
Don't worry
fast.
about pace.
No.
Okay. Do you think, and I'm asked this because I kind of would eat like, I don't know why I have like this weird, I like Indian food and I like Ethiopian food. I don't know why, call me weird. But they eat with their hands. At what point is it going to be okay to eat with our hands in society?
We need to go to is it the Dixie Stampede? Is that still a thing? Have you ever been to that?
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've ever been. At the Dixie Stampede?
I don't know if
What
it's
do you
still called
eat
the
there?
Dixie
Chicken
Stampede.
tenders?
It's it's chicken, potatoes, corn on the cob, cornbread, and they don't give you any silverware. You just eat the whole meal with your hands. Took my nephew.
At Dixie Stampede?
Uh-huh.
That seems more, I don't know, rainforest-ish or something like that.
I don't know. It's just like, it's supposed to be like country, country living. You don't need no silverware. Just eat with your hands.
I've been to like, isn't like the medieval dinner things like where they do the,
Same
is
kind
that
of thing.
that's
The
the
show, and they have-
spin-off of Dixie Stampede?
Yeah.
Because Dixie Stampede was the original, right?
I'm not sure what the original was, but yeah, that's that same kind of concept. I think she has a pirate show now at Myrtle Beach instead of Dixie Stampede. It's the pirate show.
I've been to one in Atlanta in a mall. There's one in Atlanta, and it's like it's kind of like Concord Mills size. You know what I mean? Like I'm serious. I'm pretty sure when we went, it was in a mall, and like you don't see anything on the outside. But you walk, it's like this arena, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look, there's horses, there's giant turkey legs to eat. What are we doing here? And like you have to schedule a time. It's a whole thing, but it's at a mall.
But anyway, that's eating with your hands. So at the Peninsula Club, don't eat with your hands.
Or
do
I eat with my hands?
Every time I go to because that's where they have Rotary. Every time I go, you know that scene from Dumb and Dumber where Harry and Marv are like in their
suits,
their tuxedos, and they're like, "Be cool, man, be cool."
I'm familiar.
That's how I feel every time I go in there. I'm like, "Be cool, be cool." I'm sure I'm not.
Do you go for the wear bright colors that stand out, or do you prefer the subtle behind the scenes at events?
I'll probably be more subtle behind. I will not be wearing an orange tuxedo. That's
or
for
light
sure.
blue.
Or
Rob's
light
not
blue.
going to rock either one of
He
those. Would
does
Rob
not.
rock either of those?
No, I don't think so. Rob's very confident, but he doesn't want to stand out in front of.
He doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to either.
Because people are going to be
They're gonna
asking
come up
where
to
he
him
is anyway.
I cannot go anywhere without him, without people asking where he is. Where's Rob? How is he? Tell him I said hey. That's just usually how it goes. So it's fine.
On these type of days, is Katie you guys out? Because you have an older one. I've got a 5-year-old and a 3. You've got an older child.
Yeah.
So at some point does it change where she sees y'all out the door? Okay, make sure you're home by 10. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I told her I was like, so I'm going out Saturday night because she and I are going out tomorrow night to go see Be More Chill at the Kane Center.
Oh,
we're gonna go do that tomorrow night.
Well, tomorrow night, Saturday
tonight.
Yeah,
tonight. What day is it? I don't know.
You got things to do tonight.
Tonight we're going. And so, yeah, so she and I have a date tonight, and then Rob and I have a date tomorrow night.
And you've been to Kane Center a few times?
Yes.
You like the events there?
I do.
I love the theater there.
I do too. Yeah, and I've not seen a Broadway style show there, so that'll be fun to do too.
And who is it that's playing tonight?
It's Be More Chill. It's the Davidson Community School.
Community School. Is it
Community
Davidson?
School of Davidson. That's it.
I always mix those up too.
CSD, yeah, Community School of Davidson, is doing their spring show there. So, and our neighbor is in it. So.
So you're gonna know people.
Yeah, yeah.
Katie's gonna know people.
Katie knows a lot of people in it, so it'll be a good time.
Are there her age people that she's done theater with that are performing? That's what this
because
is.
CSD lets homeschool kids also perform, and she's considered homeschool because she does the early college.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to homeschoolers.
Yeah, so she gets to participate in their shows too. So she's done a couple of the shows with Community School of Davidson.
She's taken an interesting track with this whole, she's pretty much college ready at this point.
She is. Yeah, she is college ready. Yeah.
Was that presented to you guys from a school, or did you guys just seek that out?
She sought this program out. She applied for it. I was kind of against it because I didn't want her to miss out on traditional high school experiences.
Sure. A lot of good ones there.
I mean, I was thinking prom and I wanted it to feel like, I don't know. I really enjoyed, especially my junior and senior year, so I didn't want her to miss out on that. But I think it's called Middle College Program. They've done a really, really good job of creating those traditional high school experiences too. So they have a prom. They do lots of events, and they have clubs and things like that. So they've done a really good job of it. So she's really enjoyed it. She likes that everybody's there because they want to be, not because they have to be. So they're really focused on learning and not so much being knuckleheads.
We're just at that point where Noah goes to kindergarten in August, and you
Mhm.
got to start thinking about, what are you gonna do? And I don't want to jump ahead 5 years to
Right.
middle school. That's different. What's going on in middle school today? They're probably not even gonna be doing the same thing in middle school in 5 years. Now, what is that scene gonna look like? I'm worried about, again, my kids just need to understand this is a rule that I'm trying to implement as best I can. No, you cannot leave the house without clothes on. You cannot do that.
That's a good step one.
Just trying to. Sorry, I just switched the camera too, by the way.
That's okay.
WSICnews.com, all the social platforms. Now you can see me, but now we're going to go back to Mamie. So.
and it's a different angle. I keep seeing myself.
Just all over the place today.
I just feel out of my element today.
Do you find too on because we're going to need a debrief on the day like today, right?
Right.
And so in life, I find myself more when I go to the store. So when we go grocery shopping, for example. Let me cut it to me here for a second since I'm in storytelling mode here. Oh, wait, no. Let me do a bill move. Hold on. I'm going to do a bill thing. Hold on. Let me find my mouse cursor. Hold on. It's somewhere. And then there's a button I'm supposed to push. Then... Man, this is going real well.
Yeah, this is great. What are we doing?
Well, I was going to try to... Oh, here it is.
Oh, there
See,
you
Bill
go.
Bill knows it. See, I'm usually from just a little box
Man,
over there,
I
but
miss
there
Bill.
it is. I know. Oh, thanks. So when I'm at the grocery and you're going up and down the aisles, first off, don't ever go to the grocery hungry, right? I hope we all
100%.
know
100%.
that's one of the rules. But I got to tell you, I find myself by the time we're leaving doing this reoccurring thing in my mind. And I'm going to need more time to tell you about it. So I don't want to get into it right now because what's inevitably going to happen is I'm going to get cut off by the hard break, and we don't want that. We're going to have Jeff with iCats, rideicats.com. He's going to be calling in very shortly, give us an update on the streets, see how those are looking. And then we're going to have Joe Berg at 8:30. Got to get our sports. Maybe NASCAR 202. Is that today?
Yeah, let's do it.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, I hope you didn't put the rain gear too far away. You'll need to break it back out again today, starting our Friday drive. But rain moving in by lunchtime, and it'll be with us for the rest of the day after that. Your Friday evening plans will be wet and a chilly rain, too. High temperatures stay stuck in the upper 40s to near 50. A shower can hang over into early Saturday morning, then we dry it out for most of the weekend as temperatures get back into the 60s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Have a great weekend. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. MuralFest is back. April 25th through the 28th at Wilkes Community College. Featuring nearly 100 performers, including Old Crow Medicine Show, Sam Bush, Turnpike Troubadours, the Teskey Brothers, Nickel Creek, and more. Tickets and information at merlefest.org. Listen each morning to Good Morning LKN for your chance to win tickets. Downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. The festival is happening in downtown Mooresville. Attending is free, but there are ticket packages available for purchase. Irish dancers, pipe bands, food, and drinks. March 16th, downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. For more info, visit downtownmooresville.com. Coin collectors, get ready! The Statesville Coin and Currency Show is coming to the Statesville Civic Center March 16th and 17th, featuring over 60 tables of some of the finest coins around. For more info, contact Bill Brewer of Carolina Prospectors in Statesville. The Statesville Coin and Currency Show, Statesville Civic Center, March 16th and 17th. Want to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex? How about a Triceratops? Dinosaur World Live is coming to Kane Center for the Arts, Friday, March 29th. That's not the only fun family adventure coming to the Kane Center for the Arts. Dinosaur World Live, Friday, March 29th. For tickets and to see the entire spring lineup, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18 on this. I had to do like the cockeyed head turn there. 8:18 this morning. Good morning to you. Happy FriYAY. We want to get a look at the streets because undoubtedly there is going to be something going on out there potentially. Mamie, there's a button there. There it is. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County to the city of Charlotte. You can do it in the HOV lane with Jeff. Jeff with iCats is on the phone, RideICats.com. Jeff, good morning. How are the streets looking, sir?
Good morning, Justin. In Charlotte, on the Brookshire Freeway, headed west to get onto the 77 North. There's a 3-car accident. There's a fire truck that's blocking the right-hand lane. So be careful if you're on the Brookshire Freeway trying to get onto 77 North. On 77 North, between mile marker 12 and 13, there's an accident involving a truck with a trailer and a boat and another car. It's on the left-hand lane, so be careful if you're going 77 North through there. As far as 77 North going to Statesville, there's a little heavier traffic in the Huntersville area, but traffic is flowing. 77 South, things are looking pretty good. Might have a little bit of slowdown in the Huntersville area, but not too bad. The secondary roads in Statesville, Mooresville, haven't heard of any issues. Hope everybody has a great weekend.
It sounds like it's a lot happening down there towards Charlotte and the normal congestion up here, Jeff. We appreciate you. Mamie says, and I'm not saying it's true or not because I haven't confirmed, spring breaks next week for the local schools. Is that right?
I do know for Mooresville High, one of our passengers is going, just taking his family on spring break next week. So I know, I don't know what schools or what districts, but yeah, there is some spring break for some of them.
Okay, so Mamie didn't completely lie to me.
I didn't lie.
No, I didn't say you did. I just needed an independent source. I'm sorry about that. Jeff, we appreciate you, sir. Hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for all you do. RideICats.com, alternative transportation. Take care, Jeff.
All right, Danny and Justin, y'all have a great weekend.
You too. Enjoy the time with your fam.
Thanks.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
See ya.
I thought I pushed the button. Did I push it too soon?
Well, when you push it and then, wait, hold on. Let's do that one again. Hold on. Wait, let me. All right, now push it.
Now push it and it'll work. There we go.
RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County to the city of Charlotte. And you cruise in the HOV lane with Jeff and the team. And also being FriYAY, they're going to Hickory today. So if you need a trip to Hickory, only $1 each way to pick you up at your front door. That's a pretty good deal right there.
That's a great deal.
So I was talking about the grocery store, right? Because I get into this mindset now when I go. We do more often than not, because of the kids, because of the weekend, all the way that stuff works. We do the order online, but go pick up.
Yes, that's the way to do it.
If you have the membership, right, of whatever, Instacart, there's no fee for them shopping for you. Like your membership fee covers that. And my big thing is getting the same price as if I was in the store. There is some fine print on that I don't like.
There is. There are also some deals you can get through Instacart that you can't get in the store, though. But they're not as good.
Through Instacart you get deals?
Yeah, but they're not as good. It's usually like you have to buy like 5 packs of bologna to save $5 or something like that. It's always you have to buy a whole lot of something.
Shout out to bologna. When's the last time you had some bologna?
Oh, Rob loves the bologna.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had bologna in a minute.
Yeah. We always have 2 packs at our house.
Stocked. Okay, but that's a good point. So things of being stocked. And that's where I feel like I have to do this almost song and dance now with myself. Because Demi's got a list. She knows what the kids like to eat. And I do to an extent, but I go into dad mode, right? This is not dad mode on food. And maybe I'm the only dad out here like this. But it's not the most nutritious of options to...
You're not the only one.
So, but when we're loading up the cart now, I just have this thing in my head, like, do we need any more pantry items? Because I know deep down in my soul that if I could be standing in front of my pantry in that moment, I could reach my hand back and that same dish that expired 3 years ago, that same box of crackers, sat in that pantry for a long time. And I'm trying not to do more pantry stuff. Do you guys do a lot of pantry things or more fridge? I guess the things that expire, is that the better way to look at it? Because fridge things are there things in the fridge that don't expire?
Things in the fridge that don't expire? I don't know. Butter? Does butter expire?
That's a good question.
Probably does.
You should probably look at your butter when you get home if that's
I don't know. I would say about half and half. It just depends on what kind of shop. You know, you have those shopping trips that are for like stocking up on things.
Costco.
Yeah. And then you have the ones that are, you know, just getting some food so we can eat this week and not DoorDash every night.
I have to deep dive into the vault that is my memory to try to remember if I have the pantry item.
Well, that's why you have to look before you go.
I know you're supposed to make a list, but like if you put on the list chips, it's like, well, I got chips, but I don't have I don't have this chip.
Okay, so this is the difference between men and, or maybe just between me and you. I was gonna say men and women. It might just be
no, we can identify as that. You can represent women. I'll represent men. I'm okay with that.
I've got a mental list of what kind we eat, how much there is. Yeah, I just keep that in my brain. I know what kind of chips we have in the house at this moment.
Right now?
Yeah.
What kind of chips you have?
We have tortilla chips.
Okay.
And then we have the box that has, you know, the little individual bags. We have a box of those, and there's
like the party packs.
Yeah. There's cheese puffs, Fritos,
That's
Cheetos.
That's a strong variety
and
of
Sun
chips.
We get the cheese pack. It's like all cheese and Doritos. That's what we have at our house right now. We also have some Wheat Thins, and that's it. That's all we have because we finished off the Cheez-Its last night. So yeah, I just keep a mental list in my brain of what we have in our pantry at all times.
I'm pretty much going to say you win right now because the fact that you were able to name off that many bags of chips.
Yeah.
Chips are great. Kind of I like the little individual packs. One, just so I don't eat a whole bag of Cheetos.
That's why I buy them because, yes, they will eat the whole bag in one sitting.
Second thing, great memories. Because as a kid, you go to summer camp and boom, you open the lunchbox. What'd mom pack for you?
Yeah.
A little bag of travel chips.
Yeah, that's winning.
Your favorite flavors.
Yeah.
There's some summer camps coming up. There's some things going on.
There are.
There's plenty of that. I can't believe it's March 1st today, but happy March.
Happy March.
You know, how was your leap day, by the way? Did you do anything special for it?
Yeah, no.
Should ask you this at 7:06, but I didn't.
I didn't do anything special for leap day.
You didn't celebrate?
No, I don't think I did.
One random factor, then I'll let you get to the camps, but Empire State Building, you know they have a Twitter?
I did not know they had a Twitter.
They did a post yesterday. I think it was like Happy Leap Day, and there were some questionable things about it. Like, wait a second, that's probably not the messaging you want to have from Empire State Building.
Yeah. No leaping from the Empire State Building.
No, don't do it.
Got some negative reactions to that, I guess. Yikes.
Yeah.
So summer camps. So
rather than jumping off buildings.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's talk about summer camps. So it's like time. It's time now to register for summer camps. And Lake Norman Little's account on Instagram, I don't know if you've ever seen theirs. It's a great resource for parents is LKN_Littles.
Is that a group for just moms?
I mean, it could be for anybody who has kids. It's just it's LKN Littles. It's a great resource for moms, though. I follow it just because they always have like the newest parks and playgrounds to open. Not that I'm going to playgrounds, but like it's just nice to see what's new in the park area, playgrounds area, new things that are for kids. They're a great supporter of like the theater programs that are around here too. So I like following to see what's going on in town. But she did a list yesterday on her Instagram of like a compulsive list of all of the summer camps that are happening, registration dates. Like it's great to go to see the whole list. Check out LKN_Littles on Instagram. But some of the ones that she noted was the Exceptional Children's Camp at Rescue Ranch. She said there's not a lot of camps for kids with special, so this is one for kids with special needs. There's some in Met County, but there aren't that many that are up here in the Lake Norman area. And they keep the price super low for the camp because it's for exceptional kids. Or for
Do they get to ride horses and stuff like that there?
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Yeah, and it just sounds like that's what any kid would want to do for the summer. Just go ride horses all summer. That sounds great. Another one she pointed out was Davidson College Day Camp at the lake. So you get to spend the summer on the lake learning to ski or
Lake Davidson?
Yeah, Lake Davidson.
Or Lake Cornelius?
Actually,
is it Lake Cornelius where
the Davidson College is on Lake Norman? Their camp, like, do you know Davidson College has their own section of Lake Norman, like a little beach area with a marina, and so that's where, and it's on Lake Norman. And
because I think it's on Lake Norman because they can go under the bridge on that egg. Is that right or no?
I'm not sure if you can go under the bridge there, but they have their own like lake campus for Davidson.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can go out there and you can really enjoy those kind of like summer lake activities.
Totally.
Like riding a horse and learning how to water ski in the summer would be like, I always tried to sign Katie up for those wakeboard camps. She never wanted to do it. I was like, that would be my dream summer. She wasn't into it. And then she said another one that she's personally had a great experience with is the Town of Davidson camps. She said a lot of them take place at the AR workshop. Do you know what that is? It's like
AR-15?
It's like a craft place you can go and sign up to do crafts. And she said the crafts that her kids brought home were like really good ones, not just like colored papers that you put on the fridge for a week.
I thought they were
away.
building rifles or something like that.
No, not like that. No, it's like actual crafts. She said the ones that the kids did were really, really good. The deadline for a lot of those, or a lot of them have a discount. So like $25 off, 50% off that ends today.
Oh,
yeah. So
gotta
you need
get
to
on
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and so the LKN Little's Instagram, is that the best place for you to go?
Yeah, LKN_Little. She has them all listed out. The dates, the registration, the if there's a discount and when it ends, and the discount code. Like it's a full list. So she's a great resource for parents, especially with camp coming up right now. Have you decided what your kids are going to do this summer?
No, haven't decided yet. We're in that, because again, it's that in between, right? Where Noah is going to be in kindergarten and in August. And so we're at the debate, like, okay, do we do the full-time daycare still this summer for them as kind of like their last? Because he's got friends there, you know what I mean? He enjoys. I get yelled at. Demi does not believe me. Like, we have this internal battle of, I'm okay with them being there. She's like, well, they've been there all day. And I'm like, I get yelled at if I pick him up before he's allowed to do this afternoon activity that he loves doing every day. And I don't feel like getting yelled at. And he's happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's the debate.
Why you want to make them unhappy?
That's what I'm saying. But it is about that time to start figuring out camps and all that. And we just hadn't been there yet. And I don't know. I don't know if I could ever drop them off somewhere and leave or anything like that. I'm not there yet. So.
Oh, no, you're not there yet for them just to go camp on their own?
I'm a hover parent, Mames.
Oh.
Got Joe Berg next.
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, I hope you didn't put the rain gear too far away. You'll need to break it back out again today, starting our Friday drive, but rain moving in by lunchtime, and it'll be with us for the rest of the day after that. Your Friday evening plans will be wet and a chilly rain, too. High temperatures stay stuck in the upper 40s to near 50. A shower can hang over into early Saturday morning, then we dry it out for most of the weekend as temperatures get back into the 60s. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. Have a great weekend. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Black Automotive gives you more. The Buick Envision now up to $5,000 off or 1.9% for 36 months. And the 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 up to $6,500 off on select models. And more at Black Automotive Statesville.
I love your new outfit.
I got it at Diamond Mine Apparel and Accessories. They have a wonderful selection of ladies and men's apparel.
Where are they located?
920 Davie Avenue. Their hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Diamond Mine Apparel and Accessories.
Here's a WSIC Business Minute with local entrepreneur Joe Vagnone.
Based on the Web Guys, a top international website design firm, there are 5 pages that are absolute must for your website. Homepage, About Us page, blog, service and product page, and contact page. Your website homepage is the modern-day storefront, where customers form their first impression. By the time you hear from them, they've already made up their minds about you. Your homepage is also the sign on the building. That's right. By now, we all know our customers and clients have been at your website 2 or 3 times before they ever call or stop by. Let me say that again. By the time you see or hear from your new customer, they have already formed an opinion of you and your company. How's that for a first impression without having the ability to look them in the eye or give them a handshake?
This has been a WSIC Business Minute with Joe Vagnone. Listen for tips on how to improve your business daily on WSIC. News, talk, now.
This is North Carolina Senator Vicki Sawyer. Join me on Fridays at 11 a.m. for our show, We're Just Saying. We'll discuss state and local politics, and as always, take your calls here on News Talk WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise is seeing lower demand for networking products and a crunch in computer chip availability. Now the company has reduced its full-year outlook for sales growth and profit. HPE said supplies of the chips should improve in the year's second half. Mattel said it identified deficiencies in its internal financial controls and is unable to file its annual report. The company said the problems relate to information technology controls, but the toy maker said the deficiencies have not resulted in any material misstatements or omissions in previously reported financial statements. The corporate speak about diversity is getting a makeover. On the way out are phrases like anti-racist and unconscious bias. On the way in, softer, vaguer terms or no terms at all. Uber and Citigroup, which had previously touted anti-racist practices in its lending business, both dropped the phrase from regulatory filings in February. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, OKN. It's sometime, 8:33 this morning. That's what time it is. We've got Joe Berg, who is going to pop in here. Hold on. Whoa, Joe. Don't get ahead of yourself. Joe, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, see, I'm not completely useless. I know how to.
Nobody said you were.
Run a little bit of the board.
We're all
going
great.
on here.
You're
Oh,
doing
that
great.
is so great. Joe Berg joining us right now inside of. You're in Studio A right now. How's it looking, Joe?
It's looking beautiful.
How's that new window? So we are upgrading Studio A. We're renovating Studio A. We cut a window to more of like a producer's booth kind of vibe like this. Joe, how's it looking in general? How you feeling about that? Because you're going to be the one stuck in that little glass room for the shows up there. How you feel about that?
It looks nice back there. I'm going to be glad to be separated from society. I heard you're putting a lock on the outside of the door so I can't get out.
That's right. That's exactly right. Like I'm
live there.
debating to do with my children right now. But
You know, I'm
that's a different
surprised I get a room. One day I come here and my fob doesn't work. The other day I come in here and somebody's doing the sports updates for me. It's been a weird time.
I don't know anything about that, Joe. We did a NASCAR 101 last week, and in preparation for Gracie Trotter that we had on Monday. Are we ready for NASCAR 202, or do we need to still let 101 settle in?
I don't know if I've passed the exam yet.
Well, did you watch the race at Atlanta last week?
Maybe not. No, I didn't.
No. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Sorry. I need these assignments handed out to me ahead of time so I know which races to watch.
Well, look, they go to Las Vegas this weekend.
Okay.
So they're on West Coast time. So we're going to be a little bit earlier in the day for starting. We're starting at 3:30 instead of, I believe the race on Sunday started at 4:30. So it's a little earlier. Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas. Defending winner at that track is Kyle Larson. I expect him to be up front. Now, what do you want to ask me that you still have a question about or
I
still
do know
confused about?
Gracie said that Kyle Larson is one of her favorites. Is that right? Or not?
Yes,
I think
heard
she
her
did say that. Yeah, so there you go. I know who that is now.
That's not really a question, though. That's.
But I guess, should I pick one racer?
Is she right? Is she right,
No,
Joe?
I just
She
remembered
is.
that. So I'm
She
just
said-
giving myself points for remembering something about NASCAR. Should I pick a team or should I pick a driver to follow?
So when I first started watching that, I could tell you how I got into it, and
Okay.
that might help you choose. When I first started watching NASCAR, I was about 8 years old maybe, and I saw a car on fire on the TV. So I made my dad put that back on,
Heck
watched it for a few more minutes, and I saw a car that looked beautiful, and that was how I chose my favorite driver. Now, as you get more into it, you become a fan of that driver. Maybe you also become a fan of the team that they're on. Most people, I feel like most people have double fandom in NASCAR. They will pick a driver, but they'll also have a team that they root for.
Okay.
Or even a manufacturer. Some people root for the Chevrolets to beat the Fords and Toyotas.
Can I go team and anti-driver on a team?
Absolutely.
You know, so if I say, yeah, Joe Gibbs, boo Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. You can like the other 3 Gibbs drivers. That's why there's a team.
I like that. It's
Okay.
fairness.
Okay.
All right,
I mean,
Joe.
do you like every single Panthers player?
Oh,
Heck
no.
yeah.
I don't know.
They got you 2 wins.
Hey, it's early, Joe.
It
Speaking
is
of the
early.
NFL Combine's going on, give us the lowdown on the combine. What are you seeing? What are you like? Did I see that an NC State player had the fastest 40 yesterday? Did I see that right?
I'm not sure if it was it might have been the fastest of the day.
That's what I
don't
meant
think-
yesterday.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think he ran like a 4.4440,
Yep.
something like that. Is
Yep.
that how you say that? 4.44?
Did you also see that Tom Brady ran a faster 40-yard dash than he did in his combine at the age he is now?
No, most of my timeline related to Tom Brady was related to Gazelle and this jiu-jitsu instructor. That's mostly what I saw.
Yeah, well, that's been going on for years, apparently.
Allegedly. So
Allegedly.
for the combine, does the combine even matter for the Panthers in the upcoming season with the draft?
It does. It does, because even though we don't have a draft pick on day one, you have draft picks throughout the rest of the draft. Now, they're not going to be top players that you're getting, but you can find those gems. You know, Isaiah Pacheco, the running back from the Chiefs, he was picked in the 7th round. Brock Purdy, we all know his story. He was the
last
very
pick.
last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. So there is value to be found in the draft. This is the most important time for that because you want it. The Panthers should not be looking at anybody that's going to be drafted in the first round. They just, unless it's late first round and they're thinking they might fall, they shouldn't be looking at it because it's a waste of time. Right now, they should be looking at those players who are not going to be up high in the draft and try to find good value. If you draft somebody in the 5th round and they're not a superstar, but they start for you for a couple of years, that's good value right there. So that's what the Panthers need to focus on.
Sounds like such wise words. Me, I'm going to say, go win. That's what I'm going to say to the team. Why are we winning?
Just win some games.
That seems
We're
the easier
trying.
approach.
They're trying.
No,
It's
they are
early,
trying.
right?
Charlotte FC. First game,
Charlotte FC.
second match, first match, second match. Are we undefeated? Can we say that for Charlotte FC?
You absolutely can. They're undefeated.
I like that.
I like
They
it
won
too.
game number 1 at home right here in Charlotte, 1-0 against NYCFC. Tomorrow, 7:30, they head out to Vancouver to face them.
North of the border, eh?
North of the border on the other side of the world, or I guess United States, I should say.
Different hemisphere or quadrant. Anyway. All right, Charlotte FC, what's the outlook for the rest of the season? Do you think that we get to the playoffs this year?
I do. I like the team this year. I'm curious about what's going to happen in about 3 months from now. Karol Swiderski, who was one of the better players from last year, is out on loan. He's playing in Italy right now. His loan period ends in June. So I'm curious to see if he's going to get bought out at that point or if he will come back to Charlotte.
It's got to be rough to get bought out, right? No? Maybe?
I mean, you're playing in Italy.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
You been to Italy?
I have not.
Mames, you been to Italy?
No, never
Okay.
been
See,
there.
so maybe it is bad. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I hadn't been
I've
there.
heard
so-
it's nice.
Whoa. Don't badmouth Italy.
Oh, okay. Well, you hadn't been there. I mean, you're Italian. I'm not bad mouthing Italy. I'm just saying, Italy, walking the streets of Italy right now, I don't know what that would be like. Okay, don't do that to me, Joe. What else is going? Basketball? Anything going on with basketball? I saw the Hornets. LaMelo, he's out. I think with an ankle injury. Is that what I just saw again?
Yeah, we're not really concerned right now with professional basketball. The Hornets have been bad, and they're going to stay bad for quite some time. Right now, what we're looking at is high school basketball because we are in the middle of playoffs in high school basketball, and unfortunately, on Tuesday, Statesville High School, after the great run that they had, they were eliminated by Crest High School, but there's still multiple teams in the area that are playing. Lake Norman was the 2 seed. They are playing East Forsyth. That game is tonight. And Mooresville High School, they didn't get a good drawing for their bracket. They're the 20 seed, so they have to play number 4 Mount Tabor, but Mooresville is a better team than what I think they're being ranked as here because at the end of the year, they were actually able to beat Lake Norman. So it's going to be interesting to see if either of them can move on. And also in the women's bracket, even though North Iredell didn't have a good year on the men's side, their women's team has moved on, or they lost in round number 1 in the playoffs. And Lake Norman's women's basketball team also drew the 2 seed, and they're moving on as well.
High school basketball. I remember the days of the hot gymnasium, waiting for the team and getting rowdy. Who do you think is the most rowdy high school in the local area?
I mean, I can't disrespect Pine Lake, my alma mater.
You're just choosing sides today, Joe.
They were,
You're just
we
choosing
were
biased
we were-
sides today.
We were rowdy back then.
Do you think, or do you find when you see the high school, and because you've been, you even you did your broadcast from one of the high school football games this past season.
that was an experience and a half right there.
Is the atmosphere still the same today as it once was in high school athletics?
I think so. It was a lot of fun to be there.
You had a great time from what I saw.
I did. I had a lot of fun. It was weird when the game started and I was still mid-show. I was like, how do I not talk about what's going on right in front of me? But it was a lot of fun. Threw out some T-shirts, gave away some merch. It was a fun time.
What got you interested this weekend in the sports world?
This weekend, well, it's hard to pick, but motorsports is where it's going to be at this weekend. Formula One. They start their campaign on Saturday at 10 a.m. in Bahrain. This one is on the other side of the world. And then on Sunday, like I said, race number 3 from Las Vegas. We finally don't have a drafting track like Daytona and Atlanta. We can finally race. So I'm going to be looking at that as well.
The Formula One, is Hamilton, you think he's prone to be the guy this year because of just running off the high of moving to Ferrari next season or what?
I think he's going to have a really good year. It was unexpected, but the Mercedes were the fastest cars out there in practice yesterday. So, that wasn't what we expected to happen, but it is what happened. They were actually 1-2 with Lewis first and George Russell second.
Joe Berg, WSIC sports director, host of the Scoreboard with Joe Berg, airs Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Joe, what you got on tap? Is it all motorsports today on the show?
We're going to do big motorsports day, but no, it's not all going to be motorsports. We got to make sure everybody's updated on high school basketball playoffs, college basketball, which is going on and still big, and MLB spring training, as well as NBA and NHL as we're getting close to the playoffs.
All right, Joe Berg talking about minor league baseball today on the Scoreboard with Joe Berg. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of 3 have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, I hope you didn't put the rain gear too far away. You'll need to break it back out again today, starting our Friday drive, but rain moving in by lunchtime, and it'll be with us for the rest of the day after that. Your Friday evening plans will be wet and a chilly rain, too. High temperatures stay stuck in the upper 40s to near 50. A shower can hang over into early Saturday morning, then we dry it out for most of the weekend as temperatures get back into the 60s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Have a great weekend. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
is your WSIC community calendar. MuralFest is back. April 25th through the 28th at Wilkes Community College. Featuring nearly 100 performers, including Old Crow Medicine Show, Sam Bush, Turnpike Troubadours, the Teskey Brothers, Nickel Creek, and more. Tickets and information at muralfest.org. Listen each morning to Good Morning LKN for your chance to win tickets. Downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. The festival is happening in downtown Mooresville. Attending is free, but there are ticket packages available for purchase. Irish dancers, pipe bands, food, and drinks. March 16th, downtown Mooresville's Shamrocks and Shenanigans is on its way. For more info, visit downtownmooresville.com. Coin collectors, get ready! The Statesville Coin and Currency Show is coming to the Statesville Civic Center March 16th and 17th, featuring over 60 tables of some of the finest coins around. For more info, contact Bill Brewer of Carolina Prospectors in Statesville. The Statesville Coin and Currency Show, Statesville Civic Center, March 16th and 17th. Want to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex? How about a Triceratops? Dinosaur World Live is coming to Kane Center for the Arts, Friday, March 29th. That's not the only fun family adventure coming to the Kane Center for the Arts. Dinosaur World Live, Friday, March 29th. For tickets and to see the entire spring lineup, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48 on this. Man, and I keep forgetting to switch the lower thirds, too. 8:48 on this
The way your arms are crossed right now.
Look,
is
I'm working right now,
very
ma'ams. I'm
comical.
working right now. Thanks to Joe Berg, WSIC Sports Director, host of the Scoreboard with Joe Berg, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. There was a comment on IG Live here from Andrew P. King 22. Major League Rugby kicks off this weekend, Charlotte inaugural season. And I fired back with, rugby is a real sport, especially comparing it to baseball. And I stand by that fact.
All right. That's the official word from us.
That's the official word. Also the official word, got to do some national holidays.
All right.
Got to keep you apprised on what's going on out here. Let's look. National Day of Unplugging. Let them die. All your devices.
All of them.
Every single one of them. Don't plug them in. Let it die.
My
Common
phone
theme.
will definitely die in the next few hours because I did not charge it last night.
Do you? So
I'm
you don't
participating.
plug your phone in like as a habit before you go to bed?
I do as a habit before I go to bed, but I was very sleepy last night and forgot to.
Oh.
And
ouchies.
Yes.
So off day. Do you need a charger?
I'm sure there's one around here somewhere in there.
It's probably a random cable you can just plug into the wall.
Yeah.
You know.
It'll be all right.
At some point, do we even need to charge them? Want to be like, wireless charging, just be in a room and it just charges itself?
The Neuralink will just charge.
Yeah.
You'll just think about charging your phone.
Unlimited power.
Yeah. I get real panicky when my phone gets down to like 20% too.
Yeah, I'm weird about it.
I know.
I don't like when they tries to go into that power save mode.
Yeah.
You know, the yellow bar. I'm like, I don't never seen this yellow bar before.
What's happening?
I've seen green and red. Yellow's telling me to slow down. Is this device telling me what to do?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't like that. National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. This is a good one right here.
Okay, so are you celebrating just the people who love peanut butter? Or are you just celebrating peanut butter?
It's actually a fair question. That's usually where my mind would go there on that one.
Just celebrating people who love peanut butter.
Peanut butter is a perfect food. And on March 1st, we honor that perfection with National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Peanut butter's superb performance as a food comes from the versatility. I think it's like, lovers unite.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
celebrate
let
peanut butter.
us all join together in celebrating this great masterpiece that is peanut butter.
I do love it. It's great. Love it. Let's skip that one.
You don't want to do that one?
What is that?
I think it's Asiatic Fleet Memorial Day.
Memorial Day? Veterans who have served.
Is that
and
an
have
appropriate word? Is Asiatic an appropriate word anymore?
I'm not sure. That's why I said let's skip it. But
Okay. Baby sleep day. Nap time is happy time.
yeah, that's the
Let your
truth.
babies go to bed. Have a couple of friends who recently had babies, and they are in. I always think back to when we first had Noah, and the nurse. Not on the first night. Like the first night was everyone's like it's so new.
Right.
The adrenaline is racing, but then awkwardly. Pre the second night, like she does her final check for the night before she's gonna come back later, and she's like going out the door, and she like kind of creepily like starts like leaning her head out, like, "All right, enjoy the second night," and like just disappears. And I was like, "Well, wait, what does that mean? I've not heard of it. Like you made that awkwardly a little weird." But and then the second night, the moment it was almost, kismet. The moment she closed the door, Noah,
Yeah.
like the second night, I guess, is when the baby like has no longer the food from the mommies.
I guess. Yeah.
Tum-tums.
Well, I didn't get a second night in the hospital. Oh, what y'all fancy? Yeah, I got one day. I was out.
And then
the
you went
next
home?
day.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think now it's like it's 2 if you have a.
Katie had
I
back
was
in the
going to
old
say
days.
the real word, but it felt weird to say it.
You just have a regular birth, not a cesarean. Yeah, that's the right word. Okay, let's move on from this. So if you have a regular birth, then you stay
two. I think it's 2
days?
nights. 2 nights.
I did not get 2.
And then if you have cesarean, you get 3.
Yeah,
per the insurance.
I had her on a Friday, early Saturday morning, and I went home Saturday, like evening.
What? You didn't even do one night?
I mean, the night was me being in labor with her. Yeah.
Oh, pre.
Yeah.
See, I don't even think they let you leave the hospital like that anymore.
Yeah, they sent me home quick. They're like, there's your baby. Good luck.
For Emmy, we did only do 2 nights, and we were like pushing, like, hey, we're ready to go home. Like, we're not sticking around here. And they were like, are you sure? And we were like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's just a second child thing. International Ideas Month.
Okay.
So if you got any good international
ideas.
Or is it internationally celebrated for ideas?
I'm going to say this is a time for all nations to celebrate ideas.
Okay, so everyone can come together this month and celebrate
Everyone
good
in
ideas.
the whole world comes together and celebrate that you had ideas.
Well, and I just threw in the word good, the quantifier of good ideas. This actually doesn't say it has to be a good idea.
No bad ideas.
Let's throw it up on the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, I think it's a good day for that.
I think I can do that. I could be a part of that.
I can.
I could definitely.
Dude, I have ideas every day.
Yeah.
Just bring them all to the whole world today.
National Dadgum That's Good Day. I like that. I like that day. That sounds like something we would definitely celebrate
Sounds
here.
like something we celebrate all the time.
National Dadgum That's Good Day.
That's good.
Annually observed on March 1st is dedicated to sharing delicious meals and connecting with family.
Yeah, that sounds like
8:53. There you go.
That's the longest we ever waited, I think.
No, we talked about food earlier.
We talked about groceries.
Of course you'll agree there's nothing quite like a home-cooked meal and belly laughs with the family. Daggum, that's good. From the southern U.S. It's more than just a phrase.
The southern U.S.
It's a way of life.
That's right. It is.
I added that tidbit at the end.
Oh, that's good.
This makes me think of, and this is the stereotype, right? Anytime you turn on trash reality TV and there's somebody from North Carolina, it's like the one person who's like, should they really be representing North Carolina?
Yeah, they represent the whole. But I'm telling you, I feel like we're kind of. I'm pretty redneck, to be honest. But you get about 20 minutes outside of any of these little towns.
How do you define redneck? It's not the sun concept anymore, getting burnt.
No,
I'm working, but it's.
I'm just kind of country, I think.
Is it the accent that makes people
It's not
redneck?
so much the accent,
Because that's the assumption. That's the stereotype, right?
Just the way you grew up. I don't know. I didn't grow up with anything fancy, so I guess that's why I consider myself kind of redneck.
I think the standard was it Jeff Foxworthy? Was he the comedian who said you might be a redneck if?
Yep.
If you can align with one of those, I think you got a redneck card.
Yeah, I can align with a lot of
I got
those
a few
things.
of them. I
A
got
lot of them.
with.
Yeah.
My children, again, they don't really,
They
wear
don't wear
clothes
clothes.
that often. So you might be a redneck if your kids leave the house without clothes.
Yeah.
And you think that's okay, and I'm okay with that. National Horse Protection Day.
Oh, gotta
Let's
protect
the
those
horses.
horses.
Are they unprotected right now?
I didn't know.
I didn't realize we were still in
I didn't know they were
1894.
having a hard time. Yeah,
But they might be.
Well, maybe there's some national. So this is just for the United States, this isn't the world. But yeah, I'm sure there's some horses that need some help. So let's take care of them.
National Fruit
Compote.
Is it compote? I was gonna say compost, but I don't think it's compost.
compote.
What's a compote?
It's just like
A medley?
it's kind of fruit that's cooked down in some sugar.
Oh, I like that. Kind of like cafeteria style apples.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I go for that. National Hotel Slipper Day.
When's
the last time you got the slippers provided by the hotel?
Okay, I've been to the hotels where they provide the slippers and the robe. I would never put one of those on ever.
Oh, I'd rock the robe.
You would?
Yeah, definitely rock the robe.
I don't think they wash it.
Ben Daniels is here.
I hear it. I can hear him.
Yeah.
I don't think. No, I would never. Definitely not wearing shoes that somebody else
You want
wore.
to do some radio? Come on in. Sorry, Ben
Come on,
Daniels
pal.
is joining us now.
How's it going?
National Hotel Slippers Day. Ben, last time you put on the slippers or the robe at the hotel, Mamie says she's never doing it again.
No.
I'm not rich like you, brother. I've never had that.
Oh,
option.
I don't go to. I
stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
I sleep in the car. What you talking about? Get a hotel? I don't mind sleeping in the car.
I do have some Duluth slippers at the house that are.
See,
pretty nice.
okay, you say that, and then you go rocking Duluth all the time. You're basically a Duluth billboard.
I don't even. What is Duluth?
I don't even have Duluth
You don't know
bundles.
Duluth?
No, I don't know Duluth.
No,
it's
they're
the best
expensive.
store.
Oh.
$60 pairs of drawers.
Dadgum.
Let me try switching the camera to back.
I don't like.
You guys talk amongst yourselves.
I don't like peanut butter. I just.
You
wanted to
don't
make
like
that.
peanut butter?
No.
What?
I like Reese's.
But you don't like just.
Do you say
peanut butter?
Reese's or Reese's?
Reese's.
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 Sorry. How long
What
can
do
we
you say,
keep this
Justin?
bit going?
Tiebreaker.
I think it depends on my mood. I think now that you're putting me on the spot, I could see myself saying both.
What are
Reese's?
I don't
Reese's.
even know how much time we have, but what are
Doesn't
words that
matter.
we
Time
say?
is irrelevant here.
What are words that we say that we don't say correctly? I know one that you do.
That I do?
Yeah.
What is it?
Dang.
He says frustrated.
Oh, I've never.
Do I say
noticed that.
frustrated? I'm so frustrated. Yeah, I do say that.
Yeah,
I do.
There's no
frustrated.
Frustrated.
I am conscious of February. I do try to be very specific with February. Also, W. That
Yeah,
might
W.
be past professor.
What about 10th grade in high school? What do you say?
Sophomore?
Sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yeah, sophomore.
Does it have the extra?
It's
Oh,
sophomore.
Sophomore. No, I don't say that.
Sophomore? Ha
Yeah.
Any other cool?
You got any
things?
other
No, I just was thinking of that because I said
Thanks for submitting that.
Reese's.
Reese's and Reese's.
Anyway,
You
back
like
to peanut
Reese's,
butter.
but you don't like. You wouldn't
I
eat like a
don't-
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. See?
I like one a year. Because
Oh.
I say that I don't like it. There is like one time a year that I'm like, you know what? I really could crush a peanut butter and jelly.
Okay. An
But
Uncrustable? I love an Uncrustable.
No, and I can't do like spoonfuls of peanut butter. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
I love peanut butter. Yeah.
I'd go grab the jar right now.
Yeah.
National Pig Day.
All right. Let's go.
Oh, that's a strong one. I usually try to do I can do a turkey pretty good.
Let's hear it. You got it.
You got it.
I heard that
This
one.
is the peak garbage time right here.
This is great. It's great radio right
You
now.
don't have any sound effects that you do?
No, I don't do sound effects.
You don't do sound effects?
Let me try to make your snort.
Oh, that's the only one I got.
That's a pretty good one there.
Well, my grandpa was a pig farmer in Germany.
Okay,
Oh.
Mamie, I'm gonna ask Ben to do something, and I hope it doesn't offend you. Okay.
Okay.
Do your toot. Do your toot one.
Which one?
Your toot. You can make it sound like you toot. That one gets me every time. That one's funny, right?
Yes, that's funny.
That one's
We're
pretty
selling
good.
jars full of toots on
Yeah.
Home Ad next.
Home Ad show. Speaking of,
Yeah.
that's up next.
Coming up now.
Brian Summers, Mr. Statesville himself.
Serving you better